Stand up. Like Jefferson. Let's go. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. CIAA or the SEAC. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're family. Either from the SWAC, from the MEAC, CIAA or the SEAC. Come on, y'all. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. Hey. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. You can be from the SWAC, from the MEAC, CIAA, or the SEAC. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family. From the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. It don't matter where you're coming from, cause we are still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Come on.
And where am I? Oh, I'm right there. Hey, everybody, what's really happening? I was having some technical difficulties there real quick. I'm so sorry about that. Hey, welcome to another edition of the HBCU Alumni House Party. Let's take it all over again. I am so glad that you all are here today with us for March 10th, 2021. I'm Anthony Brown, your host again for today, and we are here for another exciting episode. Listen, y'all check out the new camera shot. Yeah, we in this whole high definition thing going on. New microphone. I'm just upgrading all this. We keep upgrading. Hey, to all of my Target to the Party folks, my replayers. Hey, how you doing? To everybody else who are watching us live right now, whether you're watching on one of our Facebook pages, where you watch it because somebody shared it to their personal page. My YouTube players, what's really happening? How you doing? Hit that like button, hit that share button. Let somebody know. Let me also shout out to all of our podcasters. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining in and learning more about our schools for this week. So, who are we raising money and celebrating and acknowledging and learning about today? Today, we're staying right here in my state of Ohio. We're going to Central State University for God, for Central, for State. Yes, we are. So I need all my centrillions, wherever you are at, I need y'all to show up and show out. Last year alone, Central State raised $15,000. Hey, Vanessa Sparks from New York City. How you doing? Yeah, so last year, of the $138,000, Stillman, Colin, what's happening? Stillman said, they coming for you, Central State. I'll tell you now, Stillman said, Central, they coming for you this year. But last year, of the $138,000 you helped us raise last year, you all supported Central State University. Alumni, family, friends, y'all showed out from Dr. Thomas, the president of Central State University, on down, came through $15,000 in 1 week. Absolutely amazing. Question is, can they do it again? We'll find out. They have until Monday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see if they can make it, if they can match that and or exceed that donation with your help. We're also lifting up and we're celebrating Langston University out of Oklahoma. Now, we had Langston on last year as well. Most of our schools are repeaters. So Langston last year came in at $555. Our guest last year, who now, I just found out moments ago, Renee is now the National Alumni Association president. Congratulations to her if she's watching right now. If somebody can get her the link, we can invite her to the show as well. Listen, before I get up out of here, did everybody get all of the feels from the NBA All-Star game? I was just here for the highlights. I don't think we had team Durant and team LeBron raising money for Thurgood Marshall and for UNCF. I think Thurgood Marshall, I think the West won. They got over close to $1 million. UNCF got like $900,000. The point is, we all won because we had on a national platform where everybody had a chance to learn more about our schools. I was here for all of it. I was just here for it. It was absolutely amazing. I know y'all been talking about it and all that, and hopefully you took some time this weekend and you watched some of the other HBCU love, like all the people who were behind the scenes who made Coming to America. I don't care what you say. It's entertainment, y'all. Stop tripping. It's entertainment. It's just movies. Come on. It was a nice little feel-good movie. You at home, you chilling. What else we got to do? The entire country has not opened back up yet. But with all that, I'm going to stop all this talking. Had to get them couple current events up out of there. Let's see. I wanted to go. Okay. So, again, thanks for watching. Don't hit that dial unless you're hitting the share button, hitting the link button. Right after this break, we're going to be talking to Central State University alums in just a moment. We'll be right back. HBCU Alumni House Party, y'all.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
America, land of the free. It's at the core of who we are. Freedom. The freedom to live without fear, to drive through all 50 states, to sleep safely in our own beds, the freedom to jog where we please, to watch birds in the park, to wear a hoodie, the freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because no matter your religion, gender, disability, age, race, all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Man, come, where you from? Where you from? Where you from? My HBCU better than yours. All right, so or the me at C-A-double-A or the C at, that is my bump right there. So listen, welcome back to the show. Again, I'm Anthony Brown, your host of the HBCU Alumni House Party. Listen, like I told you before when we opened the show up today, we got two great schools, Central State University, Langston University. You saw the promo about the Common Black College application. We did drop the links in the chat. So one application, right now it goes to 60 HBCUs, $20. Come on, $20, and it goes to all 60 at the same time for a student. They upload one transcript, test scores if they have it, all the information they can communicate to counselors right through the portal system, $20. If you want to also support a student and pay for their application, you use that same link. So you want to give that link to a parent or a 12th grader or 11th grader right now. If you want to pay for a student, you can use that same link. You pay their $20 and it's going to give you a code, and you provide that code to the student. Go and pay it forward. Help somebody out. And Central State is actually one of the 60 schools on that application. So I ain't going to hold you. We're going to go jump right into it. I'm going to skip all the preliminaries, and I'm going to welcome, I got Khalilah Ford, class of 2004, coming in. She coming in hot from Central State University.
Hello.
Boy, she representing, got her sweater on. But wait, I got my good friend Angela Davis from Dayton. Boy, she coming in here hot. She ready. She was my guest last year. I'm so glad to have her back on the show this year.
I'm ready. Yes. My HBCU better than yours. Yes.
Listen, ladies, I am so glad that you all are here. How y'all doing?
We are fabulous. Yes.
Listen, I know you are. Listen, first of all, I'm still on the high from the 15,000 from last year, first of all.
Yeah, we did that. Yes, we did. Yes.
Y'all came in here and showed up and showed out in a week. Did the thing. Then y'all dropped some knowledge. Y'all were educating the folks. Listen, y'all did it. Y'all did it. So I'm so glad to have you all back. You know, change the game up just a little bit. That way we can start you all a little bit earlier in the year, see what's happening, so we can see if we can here's the question of the hour. Can we repeat that?
Yeah.
Y'all holding back. Y'all was waiting to the show, and then y'all gonna just start dropping the dollars.
Absolutely.
But you'll see what we do by Monday. Don't we got till like Sunday at 11:59?
Oh, you have until Monday.
Monday. Okay, we got till Monday. Okay.
Yeah, you have until Monday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So before we start talking about the money, let's talk about again Central State. Let's talk about how you all got. So, Khalilah, I'm gonna talk to you first, since you're new to the show this time around. Welcome. Let's talk about where are you currently located, and let's talk about your experience at Central State.
I'm also in Dayton as well. Yes, I'm
in
Dayton as well. Again, Central State graduate 2004. I am the newly elected Dayton Greater Dayton Alumni Chapter President. So myself, along with Miss Angie, who is also my Vice President, you know, we coming out as a team in here. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, what got you to Central State?
Oh my goodness, just experience the familyness of being right here in Dayton, not being far from home. You know, Central is my love. I was a part of the choir, the Central State chorus, and was able to travel during my matriculation at Central State. I ended up announcing for the Invincible Marching Marauders, so I was able to tour the country, everything that I am at Central State University, and so that's what I'm here to do. I do college tours right now in the city where I take students across the country to visit HBCUs and to just do my part to give.
Listen, I ain't even gonna hold you, but I had a moment. I was so excited. So the first year that Central State Band went to the Honda Battle of the Bands, Mr. Dixon, the son Dixon, was the band director.
Okay.
And I got to moonlight as the band director.
Oh, cool.
I got to travel with the band that year. So to be able to be at the Honda in front of 50,000 people as the band announcer,
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
absolutely. And I believe Andy was too. But when I was at Central State, there was, if anybody from the band is watching, there was a signature thing I used to say where I said, "Throw your hands up," and everybody would just go crazy, right?
Listen, I think that year I had a chant that said, "The baddest band in the whole wide world is the baddest band that wears maroon and gold."
Yes.
Wow. We had a rocking and rolling. I had a great time. So I ain't gonna hold you. I loved it. I mean, even though I'm not from Central State, but I still got a Central State jacket. And with band announcer on it. So that was my moment.
Rock your jacket. Look. Let's get these funds. So we need you to rock that jacket all weekend, right?
All right, so let me bring back Angela to the show. Angela, talk about, how did you get to Central State?
How did I get to Central State University? Well, my story is a little bit different. I actually came from a very small rural town. In Ohio, Lima, and I had never had a Black teacher ever. The only Black adult from my third grade all the way through 12th grade was a janitor. So I knew I needed an HBCU experience. So I went to Central State college tour as a visit. And when I got there, it just felt right. Like I knew that's where I belong. Like the ancestors were whispering in my ear, like, this is what we built for you. Come and enjoy it. And that's exactly what I did. And I don't have any regrets. I came out of high school with a 4.0. I was class valedictorian. I could have went anywhere, but I chose Central State and I don't regret it. I've never looked back.
She said, "I never look back, don't regret it." The whole 9 yards. Now listen, Angela, I'm gonna share with our viewing audience again, because sometimes people some alumni on the other side of the country, sometimes they sleep on our schools over here in the Midwest, and they may not know about the Central State University. And baby, you dropped some knowledge on last time. So before I show the video, I'm gonna let you go and let the Saints know. Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want. Well, Central State University was actually founded as a sister school to Wilberforce University. We were the combined normal and industrial division of Wilberforce. But when we split off, our president, Dr. Charles Wesley, was very intentional about our colors and about our mascot. Our colors, maroon and gold. The maroons were actually settlements in the West Indies, where they would go once the people were freed. They would run and they would be freed. And so those settlements were called maroons. And the gold stands for prosperity, and knowledge. And we are the marauders, because the marauders were a special faction of pirate who would raid the slave ships and free the people. So the marauders are the original freedom fighters. So we are Central State University in Wilberforce, Ohio, the marauders in the maroon and gold.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, I think you was gonna drop it. You was gonna tell it. Listen. So now, and I want to thank Dr. Fluker, who was able to very quickly call out your new. Well, I guess you can still say new, because it hasn't been a full year yet. She's the new vice president of institutional advancement. I had a chance to meet her virtually. I mean, in this virtual space. I think back in May of last year. And from there, she saw what we were doing, and she's like, "This is amazing how you just got an alumni engaged." She's like, "I feel so inspired. I think I want to go back and work for an HBCU." And boom, next thing you know, she come calling me about, "Hey, guess what? I work at Central State." Like, girl, bye. So
we are so happy to have her. Yes.
Oh, she's amazing. I wish she would come on. I know she got the link. So Dr. Fluker, if you're watching, come on and join the conversation real quick and be a part of it. So I do want to acknowledge, Keith, who's your alumni affairs director, Dr. Thomas, your president of the institution. Let me just go on and shout out because he's going to be in the video. So I had to preface that because I do have a video of Central State University that features Jahan, who was the former VP of Institutional Advancement. I know he does some other work at the campus now, but I was like, well, wait a minute, you just said Dr. Fluker, but I see Jahan. So I want to kind of preface that. You'll see Jahan in the video. He still is at the school, right? He's on some other assignment. Does he still work at this campus?
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought he was still there. No problem. But anyway, shout out to him because he's still an alum. So I'm going to show him some love.
Anyway. He's still an alum. Yes, he was still an alum. He was a former track coach. And his father was Tailwind Turner on the Cosby Show. If y'all remember that episode when Bill Cosby was running in that track meet and his best college buddy was Tailwind Turner. So Tailwind Turner, when I got to Central State in the fall of '91, he was our track coach.
Wow.
Yes.
I knew there was a connection. I didn't know that connection.
Yes.
Listen. So with that, let's let everybody, if you've never seen the campus of Central State University, let's go take a quick look, another look of the campus right here in Wilberforce, Ohio. You're going to enjoy it.
Beautiful campus.
Located on a 638-acre campus in Wilberforce, Ohio, Central State University is consistently ranked among the nation's top universities by U.S. News and World Report for affordability and engineering. Central State University is made up of 4 highly respected colleges: education, business, science, technology, engineering, and agriculture, and humanities, arts, and social sciences. With more than 2,000 undergraduates, Central State boasts an advantageous 13-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. Our student life builds close-knit communities and lifelong friendships. Central State is also ranked as the most affordable public 4-year university in the state of Ohio, which is made even more exciting with the new Marauder Tuition Guarantee, which provides incoming students 0% tuition increase over the course of their 4-year studies. Central State is embarking on innovative research in the areas of hemp, water resources, and sustainable agriculture. We have 2 Ohio Centers of Excellence in advanced energy and cultural and societal transformation. We'll start our tour with the university's most iconic structure, the Clock Tower. The tower was built in 1906. Despite a devastating tornado in 1974 that ravaged the region, the Clock Tower was one of the few campus structures that stood tall and continues to do so. It serves as an eternal guidepost for Central State students and alumni. One of the campus's oldest buildings is one of 3 Central State structures included on the National Historic Register in 2005, serving first as academic spaces and as a women's dormitory up until the 1970s. After extensive renovation and restoration of the interiors, Emory Hall is now home to Central State Land Grant Extension Office. Now let's make our way to Central State University Student Center. Whether you're a student, faculty, staff, or visiting guest, the Student Center is the campus gathering place for recreation, dining, studying, and meeting with friends. It's also home to the Marauder and the Wow Cafe. Central State welcomes students to its newest residential hall. A living learning community, it features a 250-bed, apartment-style space, wellness facility with workout equipment. Guests can enjoy group classes or meet up with friends at the snack bar. This innovative space is also home to Central State's newest academic major, exercise science. The library was re-envisioned to create more collaborative space and state-of-the-art technology, including group study and faculty research rooms. A dynamic, interactive display wall provides access to historical content, special presentations, and campus information. The archives of former Central State presidents are also housed in the library. The renovation has created a welcoming atmosphere with more flexible space where students can gather, exchange ideas, collaborate, or work individually. Our library renovations have created a more conducive environment for students to become independent, lifelong learners. These state-of-the-art structures are the gateway to an exciting future for our students at Central State University. It's an exciting time to be a Marauder.
I'm here for it. For God, for Central, for State.
Yes.
All right, so now, beautiful campus. You know, I've always had, I always look forward to when I'm able to bring students come down to visit. You know, if I can't get them down to Bethune-Cookman, then I'm going to try to get them to Central State and Wilberforce, at least make sure they have some opportunities to see what's happening, all that kind of stuff. I do miss coming down for homecoming for the fish fries. Hey, real quick, listen, again, ladies and gentlemen, we have been dropping the links in the chat to both the institution, the website, for the campaign and for the Alumni Association. But before we go any further.
You're stalling a little bit. I don't know if Khalilah can hear you.
Oh, you don't hear me?
Khalilah, can you?
Yes.
Okay. Let me bring, hey, Dr. Fluker, how are you?
Good evening, everyone. Very warm hello from Wilberforce, Ohio.
Yes.
How are you? Listen, I am so glad you were able to join us to be a part of this conversation very quickly. Listen, again, congratulations again on your position, your role there. Listen, you've been coming there rocking and rolling since you came in. So let's talk about the fundraising effort. Well, in fact, why don't we go back and say, because sometimes alumni will ask the question, once an institution receives the funding that we raise through this kind of initiative, what does the school do with it?
What a phenomenal question. And first of all, let me thank you, Anthony, publicly for all of the momentum that you've built for our HBCUs. HBC Unity, if HBC Unity was a digital platform, it would be right here. Your advocacy and support is unsurpassed and has been consistent. Whether there's one viewer or 1,000 viewers, the commitment is strong. So thank you for that. I'd also like to just say it's your fault that I'm sitting where I'm sitting. And for that, I'm thankful as well. I don't know if you all know the story, but Anthony really was the catalyst that made me really think about coming back into HBCUs. And I'm humbled to be welcomed with such open arms at Central State University. And we've been having a good time ever since. So what happens to funds? What happens to funds is this. Last year, Central State University raised, not last year, several months ago, we raised $15,000 from this campaign. And to date, I think we still sit as the highest amount raised and counting. And what's interesting is during a global pandemic, we have different struggles. And what's beautiful about the funds that we receive here tonight, audience, not just Central State, but any university, is that they're flexible funds, they're non-designated funds. And so where we used the specific $15,000 was we had a series of students who could not travel back home over the Christmas holidays, either because they were from an international location or they didn't have the appropriate resource. Whatever their reason, there was a small group of students. And in order to keep them on campus, we have to maintain food services, we have to maintain staffing and services that we would not normally have during that period. And so we were very gracious, we were very thankful to graciously hand over that dollar figure over to our student affairs division, and they were able to supplement half of the expenses that our students incurred during that period of time. And so being able to put that right back into our students where it matters the most was a phenomenal experience. And so that's just an example of why unrestricted funds matter, because it puts us in a position to help out on last minute things that you don't necessarily plan for, but must happen. And so that's what happened with the $15,000 from this particular initiative. And I'm going to add, while you're absorbing it, I'm going to add this. A lot of people question, well, will we ever get this money? I'm not going to pick on any HBCUs. I'm not going to call any by name, but the mere fact that they use our 501c3 designation, the check comes straight to the university. It doesn't even bypass this particular platform at all, which is why when you give on the link, you'll see it goes straight to a pre-established location that your university has established. And for that, you can't beat that. I mean, where else do you have a channel that just has over 80,000 people just willing to support you just because someone said it was your turn?
Wow. I'm overjoyed. I'm emotional. I am just to hear that help students who couldn't get home or just be able to help them transition. That is phenomenal.
And I would say this too, some of those students didn't have a home to go to.
Right.
And so Central State is their only home.
Mm-hmm.
And so the university was able to wrap their arms around them, even in the midst of a global pandemic, and say, we got you. And the reason we were able to do that is because of this platform and because of this campaign. And that is why it's so important for people to give. Like last year, I think we said put $5 on it. If you got $5 to put on it, there's a link on here, because the money directly goes to students. We know that our students at our HBCUs, they rely on us for so much. And as alums, Khalilah and I understand that we have to give back so much because it gave so much to us. So we say to you, put $5 on it. Go to the link, $5, $10, whatever you can, because we never know what's going to happen in the future where those funds, those unspecifically designated funds will be used for. But we know at Central State University, they're going to be used to help our students. And so we need you to help us help our students.
Listen, go ahead.
If I could just, I'm sorry, to
Go
just
ahead.
piggyback, being that we're such a close-knit family, to be able to physically see it, we can physically call each other. The students call us. And as a 20-year grad, or as long as we've been gone, they pick up the phone and this is what we need, or we thank you for this. We have our Mr. and Mrs. CSU are from
the Bahamas.
From the Bahamas. They're from the islands, and they're seniors, and they don't want to go home because they're like, this is our home. We just enjoy the 4 years that we've spent, and to just have them call you by name and just say thank you, Dr. Fluker, or thank you, Angie, or thank you for all that you all have done. To hear that, you know, I have a 7-year-old and she's like, what year do I graduate from Central? And I'm like, she knows that's the only place to go.
Listen, so ladies and gentlemen, again, you heard Dr. Fluker say it. You've heard all these testimonies again. The money doesn't touch my hand. I'm just a cheerleader. I'm just the side on the guy advocating for all HBCUs because I believe, and I've been saying this since last year, I believe that all HBCU alumni have the ability to support all HBCUs. Dr. Dent, hey, Tiffany. She said just because her husband is an alum, she donated. Said she already gave the Wilberforce a couple weeks ago.
But you know what? You know she's my sister, right? So she gonna say just because she ain't saying because she's my sister that she's donating.
She said no, she got her husband. But she gonna give, and she does this all the time. I love it. I love it. I love it. So again, right now, again, we've been dropping the link in the chat. The campaign kicks off on Monday. So we kicked off the campaign around 12 o'clock noon on Monday, this past Monday. And it goes all the way to next week, Monday, to 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to show you where we are today. So if you want to see your name up on the screen, here's your chance, like right now. If you want to see your name pop up on the screen, you can do that. You can catch it like right now. So we're going to share the screen real quick. There it is. So if you want to catch it live, right now, you might see your name pop up on the screen real quick. So right now, our goal is to try to raise at least $15,001. Because we want to see my goal is to try to push every school to raise a little bit more than what they did last year. Let's knock it out the park. Knock it out the park, Central State. And again, this is not just for Central State Centrillians. Now, y'all showed up and showed out last year. But I also want to shout out to all the other alums, because there were other HBCU alums who've been supporting every school. I got some Tuskegee alums, Bethune-Cookman, some Wilberforce, some Alcorn State, some Albany State alums, some Clark Atlanta University alums who support every HBCU regardless. So continue to support all HBCUs. So right now we are at $340. Yeah, we're at $340. Let's see if we can get this over $400 before we end the show tonight.
We got to do that.
I'm going to be modest, say over $400. But, listen, when we take a commercial break, these ladies right here are probably going to go on the call. They're going to go on the horn.
I'm about to get my phone out.
I'm over here texting now.
They're already starting to text and starting to call. Again, they're not just calling their own alum. They're going to call their alum. They're going to call some other family members. They call it some
church
other
family.
They call it the church family. They call it everybody again, because this is helping our young people get to and through. Because those are so important. So important. Someone said, where is the link? Hold on. I see somebody saying, where is the link? That means they're watching in the Facebook group. So I'm gonna drop the link again because they're seeing it in a different place. So we're gonna drop it again for everybody, just in case if you're watching it on our YouTube or any of our other Facebook pages right now. We're gonna drop. If you're listening to us on our podcast, if you're listening on the podcast between now and the 15th, you still can go in the description of the podcast show, and the link is also there. So you got so many different places where you can go and catch the link right now. So I appreciate it. Thank you all. Now listen, don't go away.
Okay.
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna go talk to my good brothers over at Langston University. But then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to you all and everyone about the importance of alumni engagement and the importance of joining that, being active in the alumni chapter. You can join virtually. You can give virtually. You can be involved virtually. Yeah, we got some stuff that you can be supporting both Langston and Central State and any other HBCU in this virtual platform. So y'all do not go away. We'll be right back. We're going to continue.
Excuse me, Mr. Brown.
Yes.
We're at $400. So you go on and go. And then when you come back, you go on and go. And we'll keep working while you're with Langston.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Oh my God. See what? See, y'all centurions. Y'all trying to show out. Y'all, we'll be right back with more of the HBCU Alumni House Party right after this. Keep giving, keep sharing, hit that thumbs up button.
Yes, come on, give. Go down like that. Give it to us.
Yeah.
Oh, the MEAC, CAA, or the SEAC. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but still family. My HBCU better than yours. Hey, my HBCU better than yours. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? My HBCU better than yours. All right, so I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't even gonna hold you. I made a post the other day about sometimes you need that therapeutic cry. It'll make you feel better. That's something that I enjoy, is a good therapeutic cry. And just to hear Central State say what they did with the money to help those students, that got me. That got me right here in Mashanana, right there. That's a blessing right there, that we're able to help some young people get to and through and be able to help them maintain so they can be able to get to that finish line. We're not done. I got two brothers coming on, mean brothers, my fraternity brothers, who are coming on right now they are graduates of Langston University from Oklahoma. Y'all put your hands together, show some love for Dr. Mark Davis and Also from Langston University, y'all give it up for the good Reverend Adrian Brown.
What's going on, family?
How y'all doing?
Good, good.
So glad y'all be here today. So now listen, brothers, how y'all doing today?
Good.
Man, it's a good day. Doing real good.
Man, listen, if I had y'all hand, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had y'all hand, I'd give mine back, because I heard y'all holding all the good cards. Y'all hold the good cards.
That's Dr. Davis. That's Dr. Davis.
Look, I'm over here holding this glove that I ain't even got a possible for you right now, Doc. I ain't even got a possible. So, brothers, I am so glad that you all are here to talk about your beloved alma mater, Langston University. Again, shout out to Renee James, who's your NAA president. Had I known, I probably would have. I just found it out right before the show started. But hey, Renee, if you're watching on the replay, congratulations on all that great stuff. But listen, let's jump right on in and let's talk to. I'm going to go to Dr. Davis first.
Oh yeah.
Real quick. And let's talk about, how did you get to Langston University, sir?
Oh man, it was destiny. I was created for Langston. Came from the background of Langston graduates. My mother and my father are alumni of Langston University. And when I was about 14 years old, the president of Langston University flew to St. Louis, Missouri, where I'm from, to recruit my parents to come back to Langston University to become chairpersons of their respective departments. And from that moment forward, I knew that what I had been told about as a child of legendary college tales became a reality for me when I stepped on the campus for the first time. And ever since then, it's really been a blessing. My degree, I earned a degree in 2004 from Langston University in agricultural sciences, and there was never a dull moment during that time. Langston University prepared me not only academically, but emotionally and spiritually for this life journey of adulthood that I find myself in right now. And not only the academic background, but the internships, the scholarships, the connectedness from the faculty to the world of research and federal dollars was one thing that I always thought was unique about Langston University, especially being the furthest west HBCU in the United States.
Okay, now you talked about some of those lifelong memories of experiences, and Adrian over here, he had a smile. You talked about them moment, but you started talking about some college days or something real quick, and then Adrian lit up like a light bulb. That was like, he just had the smile right there. He like, yeah, buddy. Don't tell it all. Don't tell it all. Adrian.
The Lord's been good to me.
Oh, he really has. Oh, he don't get me started, Reverend. Don't get me started now, because he's been just that good. But before I take a lap, because I will take a lap around this house real quick, let's talk about what got you to Langston.
Well, my journey to Langston University was a little bit different. I was actually the first generation person in my family, in my immediate family, to be introduced to Langston. I actually had two first cousins that attended Langston University a few years before me. And I really did not have a plan post high school. And so it was one weekend I was visiting my cousin. She came back home to Kansas City, and she said, well, hey, what are you going to do, for college? And I said, well, I might just get a job and, thinking about going to University of Missouri. She said, hold up, wait a minute. You will not be going to a PWI. You will be going to an HBCU called Langston University in Langston, Oklahoma. And I told her, first of all, what is Langston and where's Oklahoma? And so my journey to college was very, it was a lot different from maybe perhaps a few other people that I knew. But I thank God for my cousins introducing me to the idea of going to an HBCU, man, because it has literally transformed and changed my life. The words really cannot even, I can't even imagine, really. But it's been one of the greatest experiences of my life. Actually, that's probably been the best 4 or 5 years of my life, and I always reflect back on my time at Langston, man, because at Langston University, man, they made you feel like you were right at home. Like I had my Langston mother, Linda Williams. I had so many different people that just poured into me and just really kept me on the right path. And so Langston is literally my second family. So anytime homecoming is coming up, I'm packing my bags, I'm booking my hotel, and I'm down 35 and headed on 33, Mark. So Langston is very near and dear to my heart.
So now Langston University started off in 1897 with 41 students, but now you all have over 3,000 students on 3 campuses.
Yes, sir.
3 campuses.
Yes, yes. And as the only Black institution of higher learning in the state of Oklahoma, it's something renowned to not only have a campus in Oklahoma City, the city of Langston, and Tulsa, but also to be pioneering a nursing program in the southern part of the state in Ardmore, Oklahoma. So that's something that's not world known just yet, but throughout the state, Langston University is known and also is renowned for having the first doctorate of physical therapy program for students to matriculate to the top level of service in that field.
Wow.
Definitely. And to add to that, and Mark know, Dr. Davis know just as well, we have one of the number one research programs for goat research at Langston University. Langston University, although it is in the middle of Oklahoma, Langston has have a lot of notoriety for some of the programs that they have there.
So a lot of the so you have a lot of, I'm assuming, not assuming, but I think I read somewhere that you have a lot of research in STEM programs, or just it's a lot of research, involved, like science, the whole STEM program. That's where I'm tongue tied at. A lot of STEM programming at the campuses.
Yes, Langston is a top tier research institution.
Okay, there we go.
As a agricultural graduate, the GOAT research program at Langston University is not only known nationally, but on a global scale. I recall at the age of 19 during my junior year, being afforded a full ride to Yerevan, Albania, to study goat milk production as part of my degree program. And that was fully funded by the United States Department of Agriculture. So it was just a blessing. Like Adrian said, those 4 years, remarkable. And, we're just here tonight just to help raise awareness, because there are many young men like us who need to be afforded these opportunities. There was a gentleman by the name of Dr. Marvin Burns who came to me my first year as a student at Langston, before I even knew what I was going to do in life, and said, you know what, Mark, there's always going to be 2 things that people need to do. And one of them is eat, and another one is pay taxes. And so if you're interested in keeping the job, you need to get, you look like someone who likes to eat, make sure you get in line with the School of Agriculture. And I sure did. And every year they made sure I had the requisite experiences and the paid internships and scholarships that helped me matriculate cost-free at Langston University.
Listen, I love it. So, Adrian, real quick, before I show the video, talk about real quick, for those who may be watching and want to learn, but the importance of what did Langston do for you, or just for African American men especially, to just keep us on the straight and narrow and keep us focused.
Most definitely. I can speak at the time that I attended Langston. Langston gave me hope. Langston gave me an opportunity, man, to be somebody, to feel a part of something greater than myself. Of coming from Kansas City, not really having a plan of college or after high school, and really not really knowing about college. I was able to get on that yard of Langston, man, and connect with so many different people that instill so many life-changing attributes in me. And I would say for anybody watching today, no matter where you come from, no matter what educational system or the lack thereof that you come from, Langston afforded me that opportunity to be who I am today. And I attribute, of course, of all of my success and the doors that have opened up for me. First and foremost, because of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and then from my connections and my network at Langston University. So Langston has been, just life changing for me. And that being a young man, not really knowing, going to Langston's campus, just like with Deer and Headlights, I did not have a plan, but Langston prepared me, for the world. One of my mentors, Dr. Ernest Leon Holloway, always told me, he said, "Good is not good enough. Only the best will stand the test." And I can attest to the fact today that those words really have resonated with me, and I'm just so thankful to be a Langston Lion. Go Lions!
That'll preach right there.
L's up, sir. L's up.
That's the motto. That's the motto from late Dr. Ernest Leon Holloway, who was also Langston University's longest serving president and a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, which is the fraternity of choice amongst college educated men. And if you didn't know, I think that one of the things that Langston and many HBCUs across the country show us is that we learn about who we are and self before we end up in this world that we're in. I learned about Pan-Africanism before it was even a term by being at Langston and embracing my Blackness there. And so I'm really eternally grateful. And while we're being grateful, those of you are watching now and that will be watching later, use that gratitude to push those buttons to send some dollars to Langston University.
Listen, I was just about to transition. Before we go there, we've been dropping the link in the chat. So if you have any questions, you want to do a shout out, if you went to school with these brothers, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that share button. But before we do that, let's hear from a video. We got something from the Institutional Advancement Office of Langston University about why it's important to give to Langston University. Let's go check it out.
Our Science Research Institute here at Langston University is fastly becoming one of the premier research centers in the country. They're getting experiences that students from other universities are probably not getting.
We actually have two major projects right now. We have one with NASA where we're looking at the immune system of astronauts for deep space missions. And we also have another research opportunity with NIH. Students get to work with breast cancer research, prostate cancer research, and lung cancer research. The equipment that they work on here with us, this is the same level of equipment that they will see when they walk into a graduate program.
Our students have gone to University of North Texas, they've gone to Yale, they've gone to Stanford, they've gone to Harvard, and even NASA Johnson Space Center.
Going down there to NASA was really where I got my first taste of what research is and what it really means to be in it.
We were assisting with the mission to Mars, and we were trying to develop various countermeasures to fight against microgravity conditions on the human immune system.
Beyond that as well, I've been able to go to Stanford University just to show how ignorant I was. I didn't know where Stanford was. I didn't know it was in California. Someone said, "Oh, you're going to California, huh?" I just looked at them and said, "California? What do you mean?" You're a 21-year-old kid going to a place that's all paid for, your housing's paid for. But it was people that took time and just saw something in you to want to invest more that really helped me.
Dr. Quinn approached me and he was like, "Hey, how would you like to go to Langston on a full ride?" Going to Langston has been the best decision of my life. It has opened up so many opportunities for me. I was able to get an internship at Harvard Medical School, and that's where I was at this past summer.
There's not a whole lot of students across the United States, much less Oklahoma, that are getting those type of experiences. We want our students ready to go anywhere they want to go and know that they're prepared to do it.
When I teach students, sometimes they've never seen a black professional chemist. That has a lot to do with how students emulate who they see. So I think HBCUs provide that, and I think it's quite important, maybe more important than most people would like to register. Maybe just simply understanding who you think you can be.
And so in that way, we change the landscape. It takes an education to develop these sorts of researchers.
If you want to change lives, if you want to do something that will make a difference for many, many years to come, create an opportunity for a young person to complete their education. It's a game changer. It's a refresher. It makes it all worth it.
If it wasn't for someone putting a scholarship on me, I probably wouldn't have been able to be at Langston this long. I would have probably had to either get a job and probably had to pay the money off somehow that way, or probably couldn't move it to finish, honestly.
Honestly, without scholarships, I wouldn't be in school.
Scholarships, especially at an institution like ours, are critically important. They provide an avenue for students who may have otherwise thought there was no avenue.
Your involvement matters. Your investment goes a long way. Your gift and contribution to the university impacts generations to come.
There it is. There it is again to that beautiful campus. You all doing some amazing work. So again, gentlemen, share with our viewing audience again why they should be given to Langston University today or throughout the week.
Langston University changes lives. And if you are a student of color or not a student of color, or male, female, transgender, any undecided faction, Langston University will mature you. They will embrace you, and they will prepare you for the real world. And I, as a school administrator and the founder of a soon-to-be charter school in a local community on the East Coast, I'm telling you, many of the lessons that I learned started right at Langston University. So if I could do it, you can too.
Most definitely. And I would just like to add, Brother Brown, if you are a person that may be undecided, you may not have many of options in your area, your state, and you're looking for a place to grow, a place to matriculate, a place where you want to become a leader, and a place where you can experience a world within a world, Langston University is definitely the place for you to be at. So I ask anybody that's on this Facebook Live or this podcast, if you are a alumni of Langston University, go ahead and hit that link and contribute to all the great success that's going on at Langston University.
Awesome. So right now, gentlemen, so last year, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are watching, we were able to raise and collect $555. So our goal, again, is to try to at least raise one more dollar. Again, I would love to go bigger and better for every HBCU, but I can't do it by myself. I need your help. I need every one of you all watching, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it in the replay or you're listening on the podcast right now. I need your help. So please make sure you go in the chat, go in the description box right now, find the link to Langston University. Make a donation right now. Y'all, come on. We're only at $30.
We got work to do. We got work to do.
We got a lot of work to do.
You have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday until March 15th, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I need all HBCU alumni. It doesn't matter if you went to Langston or not. Even if you went and you didn't finish, come on. You can still support somebody else. You went to a PWI. That's okay. You guys, you know Mark, you know Adrian now. So come on. You can show some love. You can show some love.
Especially you brothers wearing the black and gold. I expect.
Come on, put the challenge out there.
What you were called to do.
Put the challenge out there. Call them out. Call them out.
I saw in that beautiful video from Langston University, I saw no less than 4 alpha men who were employees, administrators, and professors at Langston University. So it is incumbent upon a man who wears black and gold to make a statement.
So so just that quick, somebody gave 10, so now we're at $40. Call them out. So I challenge you all to challenge the brothers and anybody else Make sure that Renee gets the links so she can be able to share it out to the rest of the National Alumni Association. Brothers, don't go anywhere. We are going to come back in just a few moments and with the ladies from Central State University, we're going to wrap this up real quick and talk about alumni engagement. And again, we're going to check the totals one more again before we get up out of here. I thank you all for taking some time for what you all do. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Don't forget, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that share button. Make sure you hit that donate button, and we'll be right back right after this.
Even though there is so much against us,
you will see me choose to protect myself and my community from the coronavirus by wearing a face covering.
Because it's going to take all of us thinking about one another.
And even with my face covered, you will see me.
You will see me as a mother, a wife, a friend.
As an athlete who gave everything to the game I love.
As a father, leading by example.
As a sister.
An entertainer.
As a champion for my people.
You will see me finding a light in a dark time.
To unlock our creativity and push our craft.
You will see me demanding the space to tell the stories that matter.
As a man who knows that tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Join us in wearing a face covering to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because covering your face is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us together.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Hey everyone, let me tell you about exclusively HBCU. They are more than your typical subscription box service. Their mission is to highlight and collaborate with other HBCU alums and entrepreneurs while providing opportunities and scholarships to current and future HBCU scholars. And did I mention they have a really great product line like this, and this, and even this. The company's aim is to bring awareness to HBCU's rich history and showcase why our alma maters are still relevant and essential today. Now, they want to continue their support by donating 10% of each sale to the United Negro College Fund by using the promo code UNCF at checkout. So go check out their website at www.exclusivelyyhbcu.com and grab you something nice for yourself or that HBCU student of yours. Better yet, sign up for the quarterly subscription box and use promo code UNCF at the checkout. And by the way, tell them that your Uncle Anthony sent you. Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm Anthony Brown, the host of the HBCU Alumni House Party. Matter of fact, even with exclusively HBCU, you can get a shirt just like this because it's a different world than where we come from. I love it. So I want to shout out again to my cousins from Prairie View A&M University, Danielle and Derica, who do these great subscription boxes. So you don't have to necessarily do the subscription box. I do the subscription box. So every quarter I get a new box with some stuff. And they will tailor the box to your HBCU. So not only did I get like this Different World t-shirt, I also got a Bethune-Cookman sweatshirt. I got like some a Freddie, a Whitley, a Dwayne, like lapel pins, and I got the Dwayne flip glasses. That was in this month. That was in that subscription box. And then, but like, you know, the sweatshirt, the stuff is coded to your size and to your HBCU. So it's great. Or you can just go on their website, exclusively HBCU, and you can purchase whatever you want. Again, I dropped the promo code in the chat, and that way you can get that. Also, but someone put in the chat. So to my engineer, producer, if you could drop in the chat one more time the link to the Common Black College application. Again, one application, it goes to 60 HBCUs, one fee of $20. If you want to pay it forward and you want to support a student going to an HBCU who would like to go and want to, let's take college access, let's take that barrier out of a student's, let's not let that be a barrier. So if you can pay it forward and pay for a student's application fee at $20, you can use that same link in the chat. And that way you were able to pay it forward and help a student apply to 60 HBCUs for $20. Go ahead and help them out. Help a young brother out, help a young sister out. Let's help our kings and queens be great, because we know they're great. All right, so with that said, I'm going to shift back to my other seat. I just want to stand so you all can see the shirt. I just want to just brag real quick. I'm going to bring back our guest for the afternoon, for the evening. Y'all show some love again for, wait a minute, where'd she go? Oh, there she go. Khalilah Forte from Central State University. We're going to bring back Angie, also from Central. Dr. Fluker, even though that Dr. Fluker, though she works at Central State, you are actually an alum of
Alabama State University.
Yes, come on. So you just gonna keep it in the family. I love it. Then from Langston University, y'all show some love again for Dr. Davis.
Hey.
And to the good Reverend Brown. All right. So, welcome back, everybody. Okay, wait a minute now. Hold on. Let me move this chair.
I want to say hi to my cousin, Dr. Davis. We're not
hey, cousin.
Not the same last name, so he's my cousin tonight. He's my HBCU.
That's all right.
I love it.
I used to live in Ohio, so it's all love. It's all
love.
Listen, so now, before we get up out of here, let's talk real quick about the importance of alumni engagement. That is so imperative. That alumni, we cannot depend on, we can't sit here and wait on, don't get me wrong, we thank all these benefactors. We thank them. We appreciate all the millions of dollars. We thank the NBA and anybody else who's given to our institutions. But if nothing else, our historically Black colleges, if we don't have nothing else, we got two things that are there always: students and alumni. Benefactors can come and go. Faculty and staff, presidents can come and go, but we're going to always have students, and we're going to always have alumni. Right. At the end of the day. So with that, I'm going to start with my alumni chapter president and let her say a few words, and then we're going to work our way around the room real quick. Go ahead, Doc. Come on, Madam President.
Alumni engagement, student engagement, family engagement, it all plays a part. Inclusion is for everyone, and that's my saying. I say it all the time. And the connections that I have with K through 12, through to Central State, through my alumni, my community support, my faith-based community, inclusion is for everyone. And what we're doing right now, right here in Dayton, right here in Wilberforce, right in the greater Dayton alumni area, we are trying to brand the university. You don't have to go to Central State to rock a HBCU jacket. Just like you grab your Ohio State gear and your FAMU gear and your Roll Tide, we want to see Central State throughout our community everywhere. So we're beefing up our branding. We're getting in our high schools. We are reaching out to over 3,000 alumni that are in this community to say, hey, where are you? We need your support. Like you said, other than just homecoming, right? Showing up for the fish fries. We need you all year long for endeavors and initiatives like this. So as the new incoming president, I'm here to make sure that everyone is included. Alumni, students, youth, kids, pastors, church members, the usher, honey. I want the church usher.
She want the usher.
I want
The
church
usher.
fans in the CSU church fans in the church. So
I like that.
innovation is for everyone. Our new president has coined the saying, innovation is in our DNA. So maroon and gold is running through our blood, it's running through our veins. Here we come. Here we come.
I love it. Well, since you talked about the church ushers, I'm gonna go over here to the good Reverend over here real quick and let him say a word about alumni engagement. Come on, Reverend.
Sister President, you put me on the spot now. I would say this. There are so many things of why can say why we can't be a part. But find those one or two things that that you find important, and how you want to contribute. Because there are so many things that's going on in our world today, especially with this pandemic that's going on. But our university needs us. We have so many connections and so many networks and clubs and organizations that we are part of, and so we really need alumni to step up, push through, come through, and support the university. Just do your part, and I bet you it'll pay off in the end, because a lot of our HBCUs are doing some amazing, wonderful things in this country, especially with the election, Vice President Kamala Harris. We can just see right there what products that HBCUs produce. So if we want to continue on what we're doing in the world and make all the greatness that's coming from that, I ask that all alumni, Langston, Central State, all over this nation, to donate and continue to be engaged in the Alumni Association wherever you are.
Awesome, Madam Vice President. I'm gonna come to you.
When it comes to alumni engagement, I will say that the best ambassadors for our universities are our alumni. We need to be out talking to our little cousins, our nieces, our nephews, the youth department at our churches. We need to make sure that the best and the brightest in our communities know about our HBCUs and know that they have a place in our HBCUs. We let those who are struggling students, but who have the desire, and who have the will, and who have the heart, who want to be college students, we need to let them know that yes, they can at an HBCU. So as alums, it is really important for us to be engaged. It's important for us to give our time, to give our talent to our universities. We all have something to give, and I think we owe it to our alma maters to give back, because they've given so much.
They have, and I'm gonna go. And speaking of, educators and family, you got to start them off young.
Absolutely.
He was started off young. I'm gonna go over here to Dr. Davis.
Oh yeah. The reality is, our HBCUs were founded out of fire and struggle and pain. Langston University was founded as the Colored Agricultural and Normal University for the state of Oklahoma. We did not earn the title of Langston University until 1941. The reality is our institutions that were designed and catered towards our Black children are in crisis. They depend on us. The alumni are the lifeblood of the university, and just as much as the new students are the lifeblood of the university. As a 2004 graduate of Langston University, I've seen in this near 20 years that the struggle is not over. We have state legislators all across this country that do not share the same concern for HBCUs that we have. Our dollars and our endowments pale in comparison to those other institutions that are not designed to serve us, but yet benefit from our existence and our tax dollars as a community. And so it is incumbent upon us as African Americans to support our own institutions, and hold our institutions accountable, so that when we are supporting and we are doing our part, the engagement and two-way communication pipeline is only strengthened because of that. And so I'm really ecstatic for the work that you're doing, Brother Brown, and for those at Central State, my sisters, who are working towards the good of Wilberforce University and Central State University right across the street. At Langston University, we have a saying, from Langston to the world, but the reality is the world, the HBCU community is one. And if we all rise, we rise. If we all fall, we fall, one and the same. So And what comes to mind is Morris Brown and how they recently pushed for reaccreditation in the state of Georgia. And so their struggle is our struggle, and Central struggle is Langston struggle, and vice versa. So those of you who are listening, please act. Don't just watch. Don't just critique. I was looking good. The sisters were looking good on here. No need for the comments. Just put your money where your mouth is.
Right.
So click that link and make it happen.
And you know what? He called out his brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha. I want to call out my sorors of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So I need those crimson and cream dollars just flowing through. So hit that donate button. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And the same with my blue family. You know, my
Okay.
sorors was
Put a name on it. Just call them out. Call them out. And Dr. Fluker, Dr. Fluker, let's go to you to kind of put a button on this whole idea of alumni engagement.
Yeah, alumni engagement drives our success. You said it so well, Anthony. I had a mentor who often talked about, there's the who and then there's the what. HBCUs have been making America great for nearly 200 years. But here's what's interesting. Our mission has just begun. We now have a visibility factor that is like no other, and we embrace it. And I would argue we've risen to the occasion. Thank you, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. But I have to get real personal and give an extra special thank you to Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, now chair of the Congressional Black Caucus and Central State University graduate class of 1972.
Yes.
Why? Because everything we've been doing is about positioning, and the driving force, the consistency. I've been a vice president of institution advancement now at 3 HBCUs, Alabama State University, Miles College, now Central State University. Those things will change. The students or the transformation of lives through education will always be the mission. And the alumni are the anchors because the affiliation is constant. There's no debate. Where you take that relationship to the next level is you join the Alumni Association. You become not just a graduate of the institution, but you're now an ambassador. And then where it gets to the next level to help us do what we do, to help us meet our mission goals, the people in this room are not just ambassadors, they're evangelists, right? They're stepping into the conversation, providing that guidance, encouraging the support. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you that a lot of what I've been able to achieve in integrating and getting to know Central State University has come through very intimate dialogues and relationships with people like Madam President Forte, who you see here, like Angela Davis, who never, ever, ever misses my calls. And if she does, she texts and she calls back. That is where the rubber meets the road. And so alumni need to look at these individuals as models. And we all have them at every school, because if we're committed and we show that commitment, it helps people like me do what I do, because I have 3 to 5 questions that I'm asked when I go into these corporations. And one of the first 3 to 5 questions that I'm asked is, what are you doing for yourself? And then they say, what is the alumni doing for the university? And I believe that people who sit on the other side of the table assess, are you using names? Are you saying, Cheryl Lavender has been helpful and has agreed to do A, B, and C? Are you saying that Angela Davis is in your phone and you can text and call her? Are you saying that Khalilah Ford can be texted 5 minutes before an 8:30 show and rise to the occasion and the beautiful manner that she is? This is our reality.
Right.
This is, and look at her. Her face is what they call beat.
Ready.
But when we were waiting in those financial aid lines, when we had to deal with that honorary cafeteria service worker, when we had to deal with that unreasonable and also in my business faculty member, when we had that heartbreak from that person who we thought was the love of our lives. Oh, but alumni, I speak to you when I say the weather changed and we adorned our outfits, and we might have skipped class, but more importantly, right after class, we went to that space. For some, it was a breezeway. For others, it was a wall. For others, it was just the yard. Those memories are what define and shape this HBCU experience. I often tell people, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Over the years, I concluded that my HBCU experience is about affirmation, a space that affirmed me. And what I found as a constant, having floated through several HBCUs, is that the constant is HBCUs affirmed us.
Yes.
I don't know if I answered your question, but I hope I got your audience interested in whatever dialogue we're having.
That was powerful. That's the word. That's the word.
All we need is the collection plate now. That's all we need.
Right.
And the collection plate, let's put the link up. The collection plate is out there. Let's put the link up for Langston. Let's put the link up for Central State University, because we collect, but more importantly, we do something with it to change lives.
Listen, I want to go back real quick because you all have been showing up and showing out, and listen, I've been over here doing thank you notes. I've been doing thank you notes while you all were talking. While y'all talking, I'm just saying thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. I've been on it, and so I want to go back and share with everybody real quick before we get up out of here. Thank you. We have already, we've raised the bar. You all are helping us hit that total. Again, we've been raising awareness and moving that needle. Right now, Langston University, we are now at $150 for Langston University. Thank you. And we are now at $905 for Central State.
Absolutely.
Okay. And it's just Wednesday, but we're not done yet.
We ain't done.
Oh, yeah.
We're not done. We are not done yet. So what we got to do? So what do we have to do, y'all? We're going to continue to share the link. We're going to continue to, you don't have to even be on Facebook to give. You can give anonymously if you want to give anonymously. Sometimes we play a game called HBCU this or that. But instead of doing it, this is what we're going to do. For the next person that gives right now, whether you're on the screen or you're watching us right now, I'm going to go over here real quick. If I see somebody pop up on my screen, the next person who gives right now, they get to choose. This is how we do the game. If y'all have never watched it, sometimes we have a segment where people may have to sing the alma mater. So
let's get it.
I should have saved my donation to this point in the show.
So the next person that gives right now, they get to choose who gets to sing their alma mater. It could be someone from Langston or somebody from Central State. Now, I need you all to be in the chat like right now. Somebody said, hold up, I gave too early.
I gave too early, Lord.
I gave too early.
Y'all know my nerves is bad.
So, real quick, wait a minute. I see somebody who just popped in. Somebody just gave a donation. Let's see. Carly Hill just gave a donation. She gave twice, too. She just gave to Langston University.
Langston get to sing.
All right.
So, Langston, Carly, put in the chat real quick and let us know who would you like to hear Mark sing, or do you want to hear Adrian sing?
Mark,
Adrian is the minister.
No, I ain't no singer though.
He got a hoop in him. Come on.
The Reverend. Yes. Amen.
I'm Methodist.
He wants to hear the Reverend.
No.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, Reverend, I'm gonna even make it sweeter for you real quick. Let me see how we do this. We're gonna make it real sweet for you. If you sing, we got something special for you. Ba 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 ba. We got some hot donuts now. You give us that A selection. You get a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts.
Mark, you ain't gonna help your boy out?
He's gonna help you. And if we knew the words, we would help you too. We would help you because just know we got
kick it off. I'm gonna kick it out for you because you know I'm a pro fight, so I'm gonna kick it out for you.
Go
And then
ahead.
you can-
Go ahead.
Okay.
We gonna get out the way and we're gonna let y'all do your thing. We're gonna get out the way.
Okay.
Now, it's been about 20 years, so y'all gonna have to pray with me and for me. All right.
I can't believe this.
I on a throne with royal mane where
our Father's side.
Technical difficulties. I gave all I could give, Carly. Is Carly in the chat?
Yeah, she's in the chat, y'all.
I gave you the
trying.
first.
Trying.
I gave you the first stanza. I don't, you know. You gotta pay more than $5, you know.
And she was rooting for y'all too. She was out there rooting for you too. She said, "Come on, you can do it."
I was an agriculture major, not a music major.
He over there trying to find the words real quick. He trying to find the words. I see what he doing.
Oh. Hey, it's been a while.
Oh Lord, we're gonna have
you don't know the words.
We're gonna
You
have
know the words. It's just, you know, this is about donations and HBCUs, and I just need to see a few more dollars. I just, you know, you want to get a dear Langston, our sons and daughters. You gotta, you know, I need more than $5. You know.
Dr. Davis said he not no cheap date.
You know, I got student loans to pay back, you know, that didn't come from Langston. That's from graduate studies. Now,
oh, wait a minute. I see somebody said, Lord, I'm gonna have to give again for Central because they want to hear a Central selection.
Oh, that wasn't a part of the rules. Who said that?
Yeah, can I give for Central? Can I give for Central?
Khalilah was in the chorus, so we might be all right.
Oh, I'm ready.
Might be okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. She ready.
We ready? Oh, Central Mind will sing of thee. Truth and right our song shall be. All alma mater guides us and is great. For God, for Central, for state. Stay ready.
Yeah!
Yes, you brought that in.
Yes.
You brought that last. Yeah, you brought that last. I went to Central's homecoming now, and that was it. That was it.
That was it. Madam President representing.
Right.
That's how you do it, y'all. She said, if you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready. Listen, I appreciate you all being here today, representing your alma maters and in your workplace, Central State University. And for matter of fact, yes, Carly, we're gonna give it a donut.
Hey, I thought I was getting the
donut. Reverend. But hey, before we continue to give, you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you heard Dr. Fluker say earlier, none of the money ever touches my hand. I'm just a cheerleader. I just get the campaign started. It goes straight from you, the donor, straight to the institution. Anything that you give will support our students to get to and through. Before we get up out of here, we've been doing for the past couple of weeks, we want to leave you with our Inspire Me word of the day. So let's take a quick look at what we have to share with you all today's word in 60 seconds. Let's check this out.
Hey everyone, here's another Inspire Me moment in 60 seconds. And today's thought is, you did not wake up just to be mediocre. And why would you be just average? Every day you wake up to a new potential, power, and purpose. It's just a blessing directly from the Lord just to be alive. So don't waste it. Just like your dependence on your taxes, claim it. It's yours. Be great in your actions and your attitude so your good works are fulfilled. As your resident God on the side, I am cheering you on. So let's be great today. Hey, that's all I got for you today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this message and go out and make today absolutely amazing.
As always, thank you for doing all the social media things such as like, comment, follow, subscribe, and share this message on all your media platforms. Even more, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video or an upload. Hey, we appreciate you joining us today on the HBCU Alumni Highlight. Next week, just so you know who we're doing next week, we want to show some love for Benedict College, and Morgan State starts on March 15th. Norfolk State University and the University of District of Columbia on the 22nd of March. And on the 29th, we go to Bowie State and Coppin State University. I thank my good friends from Central State and Langston University being here today. Continue to support. Until next time, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you will always be amongst the stars. Make time to take time for what a little look at life has to offer just for you. And don't forget, this week, their HBCU is better than yours, y'all. We'll see you. And bye-bye.
HBCU, stand up. Like Jefferson. Hey, go.
My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the swag or the MEAC. Come on. The CIAA or the SEAC. HBCU is where the beat we compete, but we're family. Either from the swag, from the MEAC, the CIAA or the SEAC. Come on, y'all. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. Hey. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. You can be from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family. From the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. It don't matter where you're coming from, cause we are still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Come on. But we still family. Remember to rep your HBCU.